Hello and welcome to my special effects how-to video. My name is Nathan Winlowski for EdTech 533. I made two special effects for this video. The first is an interactive hotspot and the second one is picture-in-picture. I created this video based on my recently successful request to flip my classroom. I thought this would be a good way to practice. However, I did find that I ran into a few issues. First, interactive hotspots do not work on YouTube. So when I clicked on them to practice, all I got was a pause in the video. So I had to upload the video to screencast.com. I had to create a new account for that. However, I found out screencast.com only has 2 gigabytes of viewing content per month for a free account. So when I had students checking it that night, many of them weren't able to get in initially, so I had to go in and upgrade my account to a pro account and pay the $10 a month for that to happen. I also think I put in too many interactive hotspots because I ended up with 10 in this video and I believe that overloaded the whole system. When I initially created it with 3, and those 3 were for these 3 pictures right here, it worked out great, but then I decided I wanted to let them watch the video again or let them skip ahead to the practice problems, and when I put that in each of those 3 sections and put a pause in at the end, it flipped the whole thing and went haywire. But anyway, I can show you how to create interactive hotspots, and I can also show you how I made a picture-in-picture. So let me show you how I did that. I started with 4 videos here. The first one was based off of the PowerPoint we made last time, so I created a PowerPoint with just some slides and some introductory how-to as well. Some things for the students to copy down. This is an EduCreations video I made using the iPad, and then I just opened it on my Mac and recorded it with Camtasia. This is one of the slides in the PowerPoint presentation, and I actually wanted this in the back of students' minds while they watch the video, and then I had it come to the forefront in some of the cases. So I wanted to create this video as well, where I just had the PowerPoint going and screencasted that so that I could run that in the background without having to copy paste little sections of it all the way through. And finally, I created a PowerPoint slide that just had questions to ask them at the end of the video to make sure they understood. So 4 different videos. Let me show you what I did. So right off the bat, I inserted the PowerPoint video. And that's all there is for the first few minutes. Then when I get to this portion here, my time marker, you can see I've got those 3 pictures here, and it says click on the picture to choose which video you'd like to watch, and these were the 3 I alluded to earlier. So I put those underneath. I created interactive hotspots right here that takes them to a different marker that I have also created, and I will show you how to do that here in just a minute. In order to make these interactive hotspots in the first place, I had to create an annotation, and I chose the box. I put it behind, or in this case on a vertical scale, underneath the original video so that it does not show up in the forefront. Here it's just a clear box, but if I did have writing on it, any kind of annotation, it would be hidden behind this. But I just wanted it to be an open box where students could click on the picture. From there, you want to go to Video Effects, and then at the very bottom is the interactive hotspot. You just drag that right over whatever you want your box to be, or wherever you want students to be able to click. Now I've already got one on here, so it's not going to let me add one. From there, you can send them to a different website. You can send them to the marker like I did. You can send them to a specific time frame in the video, or you can just pause the video and then they have to click anywhere on that box to continue watching the video as it is. So that's how you create interactive hotspots. Then after that, I'll scroll over here a little bit on my timeline. You see I've created my next video. I've put that on top of it, and that is just my little diagram here. because I want students to always be thinking about this. However, in some spots in this video, I want this to be in the focal point. So what I did was create a couple different animations, and I'll go through slowly here so you can see what it looks like first, and then I'll show you how I did that. So there you go. So what I did first was I took, go to the animation thing for you here, I took the main video and I tilted it to the right. So I took this animation and dragged it down here. Then I wanted to take this small little picture-in-picture video and have that zoom to fit so that came up and encompassed the entire screen. So you see there, this tilts right, and now this zooms to fit. I talked for a little bit here, had the students pause if they needed to copy this down. But once we had gone through and figured out where we needed to go on this diagram, I simply restored both of them right here back to where they were. So picture-in-picture goes back to where it was originally. And there's the restore and the restore. Now because I had 3 separate videos, all linked in one, that's what the interactive hotspot was for. As I as I pan across here, there I did it again, and there I did it one more time. So that's how I used picture-in-picture. Here at the very end I created another interactive hotspot, and all I did was have them click to continue, so when it got to the practice problem, they sat there and they saw the 2 problems. When they finished, they clicked continue, and then the video would end. I'm going to pan back here and show you what I did at the end of each video. I gave them the option of watching the video again, or I gave them the opportunity to skip ahead and try some practice problems on their own. So again, this was another interactive hotspot. This was the list method, so they listed out all the multiples to find their LCM. So that should take them back to the beginning, to their list method, whereas the practice problems should take them to the very end. You see here I've created markers for the ladder method, for the jump clap guys method, for the end, and I made one for pause, but that actually didn't end up needing to be there. I also made one for lists. So all I did to do that was scroll my time marker to wherever I wanted it to be, and then I right-clicked and I added a marker to the timeline. And you can call this whatever you want to call it. And now you have a marker, so you can change this interactive hotspot to take you to whatever you want to call it if you wanted to change it, or any other marker that you have created. Delete it, you simply click on it, see the blue highlight, and press the delete button. That is it. So thank you for taking the time to listen to my instructional video and listen to the pitfalls that I have that hopefully you'll be able to avoid in the future by not overwhelming it with the screencast and the interactive hotspots, and knowing that you only have 2 gigs of viewing. So if you have 121 students, probably do not want to put it on screencast.com if you want to avoid paying the $10 premium fee. Thank you very much for listening. This is Nathan Wilnowski, signing out.